Hey everybody, Chris Ye here from the Dice Tower, kicking off our new series, Dice Tower Arena. This is going to be a series where we're going to be doing gameplays of games on Board Game Arena, sponsored by them, so thank you so much for sponsoring and kicking off this show here. If you're not familiar with Board Game Arena, it's a great website where you can play games online with people, you can connect, make friends, or play against other people around your skill level. You can play games real time, which is what we're about to do now, or you can play them turn-based asynchronous, so you'll get a little notification whenever it's your turn to play again, and you can take it as a slow or a quick type of a thing. If you are not familiar with Board Game Arena, there's plenty of games you can play on there for free if you start up a membership, but there are also some games that are for premium members only. But the game that we're about to play today is one that's open to anyone. You make a free membership, you can play this today. The game is called Rumble Nation from Asmodee Games. This is from Hobby Japan, and it's being imported into the US for the first time by Asmodee. So if you want to check out, I'm going to give you a little teach of how this game plays. We're going to introduce you to our two guests joining me today, and we're going to play some three-player games of Rumble Nation. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, I'm joined today for our first game here of Rumble Nation with my good friend James DePaula and Jordan Schoenberger. So, James, how about you go ahead and introduce yourself very briefly? Say hello to everybody.
Hello, I'm James, and I'm a 40-year-old college student.
That's fantastic. How would you describe yourself in 2 sentences and 1 flavor?
Well, that was 1 sentence already. My flavor would obviously be chocolate, and the next sentence would be, I will eat anything covered in chocolate.
Fantastic. Jordan, what about you, man?
Hi, I'm Jordan, and I'm coming here from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's very hot and humid.
It's so humid we lost your video feed for a second. That's awesome.
And a flavor, I would say, I'm gonna go with a mint chocolate chip, because I think Chris likes that one.
That's a bold move there to offend the person hosting your game. Guys, what we're going to be doing today, we're playing Rumble Nation. Let me give you a rundown of how this game works, all right? So you can see up here that it's James's turn first. And what you're going to do when it's your turn, you'll see an option to roll the dice. This is a very quick-paced area control game, and you are trying to have the most of your meeples, the most of your soldiers in each of the different numbered areas. You do so by a die roll. So when it's your turn, you click roll the dice, and those 3 dice there are going to roll to whatever values, randomized values they are. And what'll happen is, if this were your roll, this is not actually counting as your roll, I don't think, right? I think you'll have to roll them. But what you'll do is you'll make a set of 2 dice and then 1 die on its own. With the set of 2 dice, you're choosing a numbered region between 2 up to 12, as 2d6s add up to. With the other die, you see that chart there right in the middle shows that with a 1 or a 2, you're going to add a single soldier out. With a 3 or a 4, you'll add 2 soldiers, and with a 5 or a 6, you'll add 3. So in this case, with this example die roll, if it's 663, you could add 2 soldiers to region 12, or you could add 3 soldiers to region 9. You have an optional 1 reroll every turn as well if you don't like that. So your first turn of the game, you're going to be rolling the dice, right? When it comes to your second turn, when it comes back to you, you will either be able to roll the dice again, or you may choose to draft one of the specialty cards up here, which are one-time use actions. And it does a good job if you mouse over them. It'll pop up and show exactly what they do. I think you can click on them and hold to expand them. But the idea of it being that this replaces your turn. You don't get to do the die roll. You instead are going to use this ability here, right? So for whatever it may be, over the mountain, the first card reads, move 2 of your soldiers from one area to an adjacent area that's connected by land. So most of these areas are connected by land, but then there's also those sea paths right out to the islands there on the extreme ends of the board. And so using those cards would replace your turn. We each have a pool of 18 soldiers that we're going to be placing onto the board. Once one person runs out of soldiers, then no one else can use these cards anymore. You're only allowed to use 1 card for the whole game, so make it count. But if you wait too long and one person just keeps sending out soldiers really quickly, then you're going to lose the opportunity to use one of those strategy cards. However, the game doesn't end until every person has placed all 18 of their soldiers out onto the map. So if you rush it really quickly, then you're going to establish your presence in a lot of places. However, other people who slow roll it are going to be able to react more because they'll just have more turns. So that's the very simple nature of the area control. But there is a really cool kicker in that each of these regions is going to be worth points, right? So the number 2 region is actually going to be worth 2 points. The number 3 region will be worth 3 points for first place, right? And then second place is split half of those points down. So regions 2 and 3 are 2 and 3 points for first place, 1 point for second. When you get to 4 points for first place, 2 points for second, so on and so forth, all the way up to 12. So they'll score in that order, and that's really important because after a region scores, whoever is the single highest leader in that region is going to be able to add 2 neutral soldiers to every area adjacent to the region that just scored that they have any troop presence in. So if you win the majority in the number 2 area, and there's a tie, say, over here in number 9, whoever wins the number 2 gets to reinforce with 2 neutral troops, so long as they have at least a soldier present in number 9, and that's going to help them break that tie or win future areas. There's just going to be this whole cascade, because Region 2 scores first, then Region 3 scores, right? And Region 3 is adjacent to all 3 of these areas. It might reinforce lots and lots before Region 12 actually scores. So it's going to be a very kooky, fun end game scoring there, and whoever has the most points wins. If there's ever a true tie, whoever sent out all of their soldiers first grabs the highest tiebreaker token. The next person who sends out all the soldiers get the second highest tiebreaker token, and then whoever slow rolls it the most is the weakest when it comes to actually breaking ties. So that's the game of Rumble Nation there. And so, James, you're up first, so let's see what you do here.
All right. I actually would just love to have that roll. Unfortunately, that's not a real roll. That would have been great. Oh, that's kind of boring. I guess I'll choose 1.
What are you going to do?
You can do 1 reroll if you want.
No, that's all right.
I mean, setting up in the number 2 region's also pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, you even have different colored dice because this is the deluxe edition. No standard edition where you have to share the dice. Well, that's a roll.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, that's really good.
I mean, so I'm just
I could go to
collecting.
the options on the map.
Do I just pick the one number?
Yes. So,
Okay.
yeah, or wait. You can either click on the map, or I forget what the interface is. How you
It
sort them out.
did what I wanted it to do. Okay.
Golden. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm going to roll these dice. I'm not going to take it. Oh, I could jump into 11. That's good. You know what? I'm going to go
Sounds
right
nice.
there. Blammo. Oh, and then I can confirm my action. I do like this on Board Game Arena. It'll like, hey, do you want to confirm? And then it counts down. Like you better react fast if you don't want that.
I really appreciate that. I don't like it when the games don't let you have that kind of take back.
Yeah.
Because I always play really friendly games in person. If somebody needs to take back a turn immediately, and it didn't like reveal like ridiculous amounts of information, I'm usually cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
All right. So James went into
Chris,
region
you said
5.
we're only allowed to play 1 tactic card per game?
Correct. Yep. So once you
That
choose
explains
it.
why I won my last game, because I just played them all.
Wait, say that again?
Explains why I won the first time I played this, because I was instructed that it was just first come, first serve, so I just played all the cards.
Oh. All right, Jordan, you're up.
Yeah. Just, looking at the board. At the end of the game, when you can kind of reconfigure some of your soldiers, can they go across the water?
Yeah, you can reinforce across the water
As long as it's the adjacency, right?
Exactly, yeah. So 8 is adjacent to 12, but 6, 3, 4, those ones aren't because they don't have a water path.
Got it. Okay. Oh, I forgot that wasn't my roll. I was like looking at those numbers, and then Now I have different numbers. Okay. I got this. I'm settling in.
I love how all the regions have these castles, and then up there in the upper right is just a mansion, just some rich dude's house we're just going to occupy.
It's mine now. Might makes right. Okay, so I can go into 8. I can fight you in 10. Ooh, 8's nice because 8 reinforces right into 12. Don't mind if I do. Sure. And then I'll confirm my turn for you. Yes. Strategy abounds.
Oh, that's not bad. I'll actually take that.
So, James, you've played this one before then, you're saying. Obviously,
Yes, one time.
wildly incorrectly.
Yes. Like you said, might makes right. So I was the first one to the cards. So
Right.
they were mine.
Yeah, if you're playing a game and no one stops you, then you're technically playing it correct. That's how I argue it.
Also, it's our cardboard once we buy it, so we can do what we want with it.
Yeah, this is a good digital implementation, namely because it does not let you just make up all of your own rules.
I do appreciate that on Board Game Arena, that it can, unlike Tabletop Simulator, the rules are programmed into it.
Right. Oh. I do love getting a number 2 roll. Whoa.
Go to number 5.
No. I'm doing it. I'm fighting you. I've been taught that you have to fight, and that makes right. And party.
Overwhelm number 5 forever.
See, as a Mennonite, we're instructed to not do that.
Really?
To fight?
To not fight.
I had assumed that the Beastie Boys were part of like the canonized literature of the Mennonite faith, but
there was a split in the early '90s, and my family chose the other half.
Children gather around. We must decide which path we follow.
It's the Dice Tower, all about religion and politics. That's all we talk about, right?
It's for me and my house.
90s rap
the
music.
Party as well.
90s rap music. Well, we're in. This is definitely a Dice Tower video. What do we got here? Well, okay. Let's do this. Nobody's in the 6 yet. I'll go with the 6.
6 is all about them sea lanes, which is sadly different than sea lions. I would like to see... See, there's so many anthropomorphic animal games out there, but if there were like sea lions fighting for Japan, I think I'd be down. I could go back to number 11. I could go back to the well. You know what I'm going to use the reroll. No one has used this feature yet, right? You're allowed a single reroll every turn.
Every turn? Okay.
Yeah, anytime that you roll the dice, you're also allowed a reroll. This is worse.
Okay.
I don't think I should go that big into the 8, so I'm going to go into 10.
Yeah.
Which
There's
is
also the cards, so you can go into 8 and then move them around later.
That's true.
Does a tie just split the points? Both people get split?
Remember, there's the tiebreaker. Whoever empties out their pool of the 18 warriors first gets the higher tiebreaker.
Right.
Come on, James. Are you kidding me?
I believe it's a Rumble Nation, not Peaceful Nation.
Oh.
Them's fighting words. Hey, you want to fight? Them's fighting words.
He got you. So I wonder why the 12 region doesn't connect to the 3 region, because it seems closer.
It seems cool.
There's a boat in the way.
Yeah, there's that big drawing of the boat in the way.
Oh, yes, I see that. And that strong current. All right, fine.
The current's so strong, the boat just lives out there. It's not going anywhere. It's just
kind of, well, let's go. We go in there. And confirm.
Oof. Oof.
This is nice and quick.
Yeah. No, it's an incredibly quick game. Yeah, I'm down to 10 soldiers. Each of you guys are down to 8. So, but those
I need to
tactics
start
cards-
fighting over those high point areas because I'm just going for the low points, and without you guys fighting over the high points, I'm just cooked.
Oh my gosh. I could do it. I could fight you, James, in the 2 region.
4 is more points. Go for that one.
Yeah, I don't think I will. Ah.
Aye.
I hate investing so much in for 2 points, but if I can get troops in those other areas, right, that early reinforcement is huge.
Oh, I probably should have. Oh, no. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, do this one.
And that 2 section early,
the undo.
allowing to, yeah. That makes a lot of sense over there.
Oh. Yeah, I got to really be considering these tactic cards.
I know. I've been trying to look at them when it's not my turn, and then I forget. All right.
They're pretty bad. You should ignore them.
See, I thought that early on, and then I thought maybe you were wrong.
That exile card can be really nasty, just moving someone out of a region where you don't want them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I've got
You're
enough.
saying we can use those just once per game? One card once per game?
1 card once per game. Yep. And then remember that once someone is out of soldiers, so James is down to 5 right now. Once they're spent, no one else can use tactic cards, and he's just done for the game. Yeah, I better be adjacent to my 2s if I'm going to fight for the right to 2s.
Pretty bad.
That's something I love hearing on opponents' turns. This is bad. This is bad. I'm like, yes.
There you
Oh,
go.
he used the decoy. Oh,
I want you guys to fight over those big points.
Ooh.
man. You know what I was going to do on my turn? That exact thing. So let's
Yeah, the over the mountain card only allows you to travel through land paths, not sea paths. There's unsurprisingly a separate tactic card that can allow you to move your own troops across sea paths as well.
There's more than we have, like than what is here.
Yeah, there's 12 tactic cards, and one of the things we're going to play this again because it's such a fast game, and we're going to throw in. There's another feature that you can use, which is the Daimyo, the leader cards, and those function. You do a reverse turn order draft of those at the start. So yeah, we'll see those.
Cool.
Just undid my entire move.
That's what I'm here for.
This is very, very interesting. I don't know that I want to use any of those powers yet. 5, not
The
great.
timing feels tricky on those, right?
Yeah, right. You're down to 3 troops, right? So if I don't use it, if you like place out all 3 on your next turn, I'm re-rolling.
But if you like foolishly use one early like James did, it could be undone just like one turn later.
Oh, it'd be rightly embarrassing. Yes.
Yeah. And I think in the comments below, people should flame James for that decision.
James, you're making all of Italy look bad.
I didn't know it's here representing a whole country. I'll do better.
We all are. We all are.
Each of us represent a country. You, Italy, myself, Korea, and Jordan, Pennsylvania.
Love it.
Thank you.
Pennsylvania, the nation of Pennsylvania.
Yes.
We have a ticket to ride board.
I have a brother-in-law who's from Pennsylvania, and I bought that and that board, and I said, "Hey, we have Pennsylvania. We can play with you, and you'll like it more." And we realized halfway through the game, I counted up all the cities. Like, Brandon, your state is so kind of boring that half these cities are not even in the state. They're all around it in New York and Maryland and New Jersey.
You know,
Minor detail.
You know, I can't even argue with it. It's not wrong.
But Alan Moon did say that part of the reason he chose Pennsylvania, he said, well, there's 2 factors, right? The first was that it has a rich rail history, and the other is that it's very rectangular shaped.
It's right on that board.
It's a hand.
I want to go to the 9 regions so badly, and you're not letting me. I'm talking to the dice, of course. All right, all of us are down to 2 troops.
Seems that way.
If I'm going to use one of these cards, it's like do or die time.
We all get to place all our troops, right?
We all get to place all of our troops, yes.
Excellent.
Move a soldier meeple of an opponent from an area where you have soldiers to an adjacent area. I could exile one of you.
Exile one of mine to Area 9. That'd be great.
Sounds fun.
Or we could just like get along, man. You know.
You fool. Yeah. So I'm going to do some exiling, and I'm going to exile James to Region 5. There you go. That was my turn. Took the card down.
You've been coming after me for 2 or 3 points, and meanwhile Jordan's just sitting there alone on 12-point island.
I do greatly desire to go to 12-point island. It's located very close to Paradise Island. And, Ricardo Montalban has never shined more than on 12-point island.
Very deep cut. I'm sure there'll be 2 people in the comments who say, I know that.
All right, Jordan, you missed your shot.
It's okay.
James is out.
I don't want to sound ignorant. What country does this game take place in?
This is Japan.
Is this Japan? Okay.
This is Japan. It's obviously squished and also sideways instead of
It feels sideways. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
It's actually the same layout of the Ticket to Ride Japan map. Same orientation.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's the bullet train part right there. All right, J-Dog.
What do we got?
He's going to take 10 from you. Ooh, oh no, he's going to take 8.
He wouldn't take 10 from me because I am going to reinforce from 2 and 2.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
I know, it doesn't feel worth it over there. I'm going 6.
Okay. All right, so both of you guys are out. Both of you have tiebreakers over me. It's time to roll some 12s. No. Okay.
That's exciting.
If I go into 5 with my last 2 troops...
When we do reinforcements, how many can we spread? All of them?
So you get 2 neutral warriors that will go onto every adjacent region where you have presence on the map.
Great. I should not have done that. Okay, it's all good. Chat, feel free to flame me in the comments below.
Chat. Oh! Woo!
Chris taking number 3 from me was really messed up my plans.
Oh.
Now none of my wins are going to set off in time.
Ooh, this is really bad for you guys. This is bad news, Bears. I jumped into 12.
Oh.
All right. And I get the last turn because I only put out 1 warrior. I'm going to roll nothing but 12s.
You're killing me with these rolls. Literally.
This is a beautiful, what we call come from behind move, I think. All right, so now we get to watch it play out. I have the lowest tiebreaker. I get the 2. James, you get the second. However, you're going to see this is how the reinforcement works. I now get to zoot out to all of those places. This is going to be a good reinforcement for James, though. Oh, I think you're taking the 7 from me. You're right.
I'm fine. Nice.
So, if we're playing this on a table, are we like having to do this ourselves?
Yeah.
Like schmucks? Like
schmucks.
We would have to move. Like we'd have to move the pieces around the board.
Oh, you know what I forgot? It's like I don't reinforce into 10 because I didn't have one there at all.
Right.
So my 2.
Yeah, you only reinforce into the ones you have. People.
Yeah, and I didn't get into the 10.
Jordan, nice job taking the 11 and the 12. I miscalculated. I forgot that I wouldn't get the 12, but I got the second place. So, what'd it be?
Whoo! Oh,
Yahtzee. Uno.
All right. That's a good close game there. If I had been able to take that 12, that would have changed the tides.
I have
And I
half
got
the
my
score of
first. I
second
got my
place.
first trophy.
Hey, you got your first trophy.
Hey.
All right, so now that you guys got the feel of it a little better, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to run one more game of? Oh, let's run at least one more, and let's see if I can change the settings. One of the great features on Board Game Arena is that a lot of these games do have options. We're going to use the Daimyos expansion. I'm going to start up a new game with you guys. And this is one of the new features. So what we played was basically from the original version of Rumble Nation when they came out with the deluxe edition, and this is the one that Asmodee is bringing to the States. Yeah, this is one of the new special features. So the original had cubes instead of soldier meeples, and multiple sets of dice and stuff, like I said. So what's going to happen here is we're going to be in backwards turn order, and so we each are going to, we're set in a turn order. Looks like James is going last, so I think I'll be first, then Jordan, Jordan,
Asking
then
me to
then
choose a card.
James. So yeah, so these leaders up here, these daimyos, you're going to be able to draft them in reverse turn order. So starting with you, James, and you get that ability, and you get to hold on to. It's like having your own private tactic card that you get to play at some point in the game. And once again, you better make good use of it, else we will poke fun at you.
What is your dime? It says move your daimyo. We get an extra piece. Oh, I see. We get an extra piece.
Oh yeah, and then you have a special daimyo meeple, and these will affect that daimyo soldier that you place out there. And basically, it has a way to like move extra units around and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm picking next. So that means Jordan will be going first.
How
Oda,
often can we use this power? Just once?
once per game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So which one did you draft there, James? What did it do?
I don't know. I can't read it anymore because it's not showing me the enlarged version.
It says move up to 3 of your soldiers from the area where your daimyo is located to adjacent areas connected by land.
Oh, okay, that's
So
good.
he's like a leader taking them across the mountains.
Nice. I'm drafting Mori Motonari. Place a soldier from your stock into an area adjacent to where your daimyo is located, up to 3 times in up to 3 different areas. 1 soldier per area.
Does the daimyo have additional strength for the area control?
But that's a really good question, Jordan. One that I should have the answer to.
There's more where that came from.
The daimyo meeple is treated exactly like any one soldier in the deployment phase, but in the war phase, it is treated as a special unit equivalent to 2 soldier meeples.
That's
All right.
That's precisely how I've played it before. All right.
However, if a tactic card or a daimyo card refers to a soldier, a daimyo meeple is never eligible.
Good
All right.
to know.
Mine is going to allow me to move my daimyo to an adjacent area, and it can drag a soldier along with it.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good one.
Feels good. Which I was wondering, if it was going to be worth more, that would be stronger than if it was just worth 1.
Right. So
Now
now,
that island is only 2.
Oh yeah, now we just play normal. Okay.
yep, and now
The dice are blue.
oh, there you go.
Look at us. I wonder if it was a beta glitch in the last game.
Yeah.
We might need to report that to the authorities.
There's so many authorities that report things too. I'm gonna send in a coupon and a proof of purchase to Procter and Gamble, and also let them know that Jordan's dice were yellow at one point, and that was an embarrassment for him. So you'll notice we have new tactic cards. Yeah, so we have new tactic cards up there, and you also notice that the map, those tokens of the map of the different areas and stuff, they're variable as well. So you're basically not going to play the same game of this twice, which is really impressive for something that's like a 15, 20-minute game. Whoops, no, I don't want to play a tactic card. I want to roll them dice. Roll.
It's like
them
Catan.
bones.
The numbers are different every time. We're going to roll dice every turn.
Let's see.
I think I've played this game before.
All right. So I'm only sending soldiers to number 9. Yeah, there's a map, there's regions, dice.
I have a handful of sheep cards.
Those won't get you too far in this game, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't see you
now we
guys
have-
with any cards. Do you guys not have a hand of cards?
It's all brick, but it's all real bricks is the problem.
Do you guys make brick houses down in Florida?
It is all cinder block.
Which are just a type of brick.
It is a type of brick, that's true. But they don't call it cinder brick.
But bricks are blocks.
With ticks and talks and chicks and clocks. Do you choose to
bric-a-brac.
chew goo too, sir? If you do, sir, choose to chew, sir. Chew blue goo with the goo goose.
Aye.
Goo goose gooing?
That's what that goo goose is doing.
That's what that goo goose is doing.
I read Fox and Socks to my daughter a lot when she was a kid. When she was, well, she still is a kid, but when she was much, much younger. And I have sections of that book just like burned into my brain very happily, mind you. I have no qualms being a big fan of Dr. Seuss.
Is that Dr. Seuss?
Yeah.
I want to be where the people are, but instead I'm going to number 7, which is a single soldier.
On a turn where you place a daimyo, you don't place any soldiers with it, or does the daimyo just count as one of the soldiers you would be placing?
He's just
That's
one. Yep. So what
Okay.
James
But
did.
now I have power 4 in area 4.
That's true.
That's what they want you to think.
Yes. They do want you to think the rules.
Do they?
Oh, you sly dog.
There's a second mansion.
Love those high point regions. Mm-hmm. This is a fun.
I feel like you got to take them if you got them.
You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
Right.
I also must remember that our
I'm
tactic
about
cards.
to walk away.
Yeah, our tactic
Yes.
cards are very different from last game. This one here, the entering Kyo. Do not sleep on that one. Move any number of your soldiers, meeples, to Kyo from adjacent regions. In this game, Kyo is the number 7 region. It has that little symbol right there, right underneath the 7, next to my red meeple. So that region is always Kyo, but it could be worth different points. So some games it's like the number 2, and other games it's the number 12, and that makes a big difference.
Okay.
I don't think I like this roll at all. Computer, randomize me a good number. Computer, randomize me a gooder number.
Better? Gooder? Oh, it might be gooder.
Better, gooder, harder, faster. You know what?
Is that the Beastie Boys?
That's Daft Punk's son. That's the Chris Yee remix of Daft Punk. I'm sending in my Daimyo. Ha! All right. Yeah, I love that.
What does your Daimo do again?
So my Daimyo allows me to, as a turn, instead of using, I think that's what it. Instead of using my normal like die roll or tactics card, I can place a soldier in up to 3 regions around it. So you better believe that I'm very interested in jumping into 10 and 12 and 11. And then if I can hold 6, I can reinforce into each of those areas. So I'm not afraid to say I think everything's coming up Millhouse.
Interesting. So that did allow me to place the daimyo and 2 soldiers.
Yep.
So the daimyo did count as just 1. Okay, cool.
All right. I've still got 11 soldiers. Jordan is the fewest with only 7 left, so there's time. There's time. I don't want to jump into.
Can you use your daimyo after people have played all their soldiers? Or is it just like a tactics card?
Good question.
That is a great question, Jordan. One
See,
that
I told you there were more.
I know. I should never have doubted you. Oh, son. Yeah, let's jump into 2. This is a juicy map. I'm very tempted to use my Daimyo.
Daimyo cards will not be available just like tactic cards.
Once a person is out of soldiers.
Once a person's out of soldiers and their Daimyo. Yeah, once a person's empty, no cards are available.
Exactly as I
All right.
remember it. Hey. All right. Jordan is down to 7. James, you only have 6 left. I've got time. Once again, I'm rolling the dice, right? I'm feeling good about this.
Look at that. You could get in on the 6s. Like, more 6s.
Oh,
More
no.
6s.
This is
Even
just,
more 6s.
This is just a worse version of my last roll.
I was going to say, that's the same.
Whew.
All right, how many do you have? 8 and 6. Oh, let's roll the dice first. Roll them dice. I like that. I like that a lot.
I don't think I like that, though. I've really got to figure out when I'm going to use this Daimyo card. Ooh. How much do you like 11?
Don't make me think about it. 11 has my heart. But 9.
But right? Oh, crud! Because my 2 will reinforce into there, but your 8 will reinforce into there.
My 8.
Well, his 8 won't reinforce because he doesn't have anything in 9. Oh, if he goes there.
If he goes
I have
into
to
9,
go there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I go into 9. Those were whips, not guns, by the way. It's the family channel.
Thank you. Yes, I have recently learned about the origin of the word "unalive." By the way, that Gen Z slang. Because
Oh?
yeah, the TikToks do not allow you to use words like dead or die. It flags them.
It's the censorship to get around the censorship. What's the other one? Oh, Stewer slide. I shouldn't even have said that much.
I don't know what that is. I'm
Yes.
using my Daimyo power. Bloom. I'm dropping into 12. Bloom. I'm dropping into 10. Bloom. I'm dropping into 11.
11. Which one's 11?
All right. Well,
Oh, I see what you did. Oh, very interesting. All right, now what do we have? We each have 4, 4, and 5.
Yeah, I have 5 troops
4 and
left.
5. I think I'm going to do a similar thing I did last time. I'm going to do. I can only start there. But did I read decoy wrong? Move 1 of your soldier meeples and 2 soldier meeples. Why is it only letting me choose number 6 for decoy? Am I not allowed to do that in 7?
For decoys,
Because there's only 1 each. That makes sense. Oh, because you only have 1 each there. Oh, that's actually
move
really
one of your
horrible idea.
soldiers
Not
and
that I was
2
planning on
soldiers of
doing
the
that.
opponent. Yeah.
Yes, so that's why. Not that I was planning on doing that. That'd be weird.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
See
Hey,
what
it won't
that
let me
gets you.
do this. Not that I'm planning to, but
That'd be a bad move.
all right.
Oh,
All right.
That's a little better.
My heart just
That's a little
unsank a
better.
little bit. That's good.
Wolf. Okay. Entering Kyo seems less helpful right now.
We're near the 12, I just realized. Bummer.
I'm a little stressed about what's happening on the main island there. I have a lot of points riding on the hope that my 6 will just burst into everything else. I say that as Jordan has the potential to capsize everything I've built up.
Do it.
Ooh.
Got appropriate use of the soundboard?
Oh, no. Okie doke. Well, is it time for a little bit of, it might be time for a little bit of decoying. Yeah, so I gotta move me and my old pal Jordan. I'm gonna move some of you fellas out of here. Boom. Alright, that's my turn.
That was interesting.
Oy.
Power 4 in there. You're going to win that. So you're definitely going to win 11 no matter what, Jordan. Fairly sure.
We'll see.
James
We
only has 2
shall
people
see.
left. Jordan has 1 person left, so this is the last turn to play card, if you're going to.
What happens with reinforcements when the first place is shared? Do they both reinforce or no one does?
There's no ties for any place really, because remember that when you're out of troops, you get the highest
Swords
tiebreaker
out of-
token.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. There's a tiebreaker.
So if you place 2 this turn, you would have the highest tiebreaker.
Oh, that's actually very interesting. Then you could roll something and undo my turn again.
You also could pretend I didn't tell you that.
That's true. I have to get into this area. Let's do that.
You know, I remember that
Oh,
there's
that's I see. And other cards do anything I think they do when I click on them. So I should probably read the cards better.
I just remember that there's a feature on Board Game Radar where you can share each other's mouse pointers and clickers and stuff, so you can see where other people are like doing things.
I gave up tiebreaker, unfortunately.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
How do you feel about it?
Ambivalence, I think, is maybe the best word to describe it.
Ambivalence?
Ambivalence, yeah. Valence electrons, that's another deep cut. I'm all about the valence electrons. So Jordan is going out of soldiers this turn because he
Because he rolled.
rolled. He only had 1 left. He could have played a tactic card, but yeah, none of those looked uber juicy for him, I don't think.
But now once he plays,
No.
cards are gone. Even my Daimyo card. I gave up my Daimyo card.
You did, yeah.
Oh, gross.
Could have played a tactic card, that's all
Does
I'm
anything
saying.
for you.
I know. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
I think those are equivalently doing nothing for you.
Nope.
Interesting. All right. So here we go with a dice roll. Do I get a 6? I don't. So I could break into 5. That's nice. I could...
Take 5 entirely.
Yeah, so I could take 5. This, the camera can't see this jazz drumming. I could try to reinforce into 9 or 8. The problem is that Jordan has first tiebreaker because he's out.
Yep.
And I don't know that I want to commit 3 guys there, so I'm going to put 1 into 9. So I still have four soldiers left to be flexible with. And now, James, it's going to be your last turn.
That's really good for 6. I just take that. 3, 5. Yeah, I think I should just take that, right?
You wouldn't take 6 because it would be 4 to 4.
I'll have the reinforcements,
Oh, you'll have the reinforcement. Jeez, yeah, you're right.
which I think I would make me have it anyway. So I really just need to try to get 12. I need to get presence in 12.
What if you get presents in 11?
Actually, that's pretty good too. See how that worked out for me. Old move gotten.
You fool!
Tricks me.
Oh, you killer tofu. Do I like any of this? Problem with 11 is that James has 3 regions right around it he's probably going to support from. I could take the 9, which is fine. I could take the 8, which is great. None of that stuff is true, by the way. And I
Left you alone entirely in 12 and 10. My goodness.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the...
24 right now.
Yeah, not a lot of 10s or 12s were rolled this game, so I used that Daimyo power very effectively. I think I'm going to take the 8.
Yeah, you did.
Because Jordan Blue is not reinforcing from 7 into 8 anymore. So here we go. This is my last die roll of the game. This is the last roll of the game.
That'll give you... Yeah, you have 8 and 9 definitely now, too.
I do.
Bummer.
Look how Chris steamrolled us.
All right.
Seriously.
I could drop 1 into 6 like it's hot. Oh, I could take 7. Second place in 7. Because I don't think Jordan is reinforcing into there.
That'd be 2 points? You go from 1 to 2? 1 to 3 or something?
No, I would not be.
So I might have taken second from him. So all right, let's see how this all plays out reinforcement-wise. So the 1 point token doesn't go to anyone because no one else was in Region 2, North Region 3. This is going to be a good bloodbath for James here. Blop, blop, blop. All your meeple don't even fit in the stupid screen or in the stupid region.
These purple rings, is this in the table version or is this a board game arena exclusive?
The 8.3s on the Richter scales there?
Yeah. The rumbles.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's see if I got enough
I
high
really pulled
points.
up in those mid-range numbers, but Chris is now going to just take everything else.
Look at all my second places. That's how you know it's good. That's another one. Feel that?
There it is. Oh, I got a trophy. First victory.
Makes you feel good, doesn't it?
It does. It does. That little sound that board game arena is. So, yeah. One day I'll see the orchestral score
for
for
the
it.
board game arena sounds in real life when I'm playing board games.
Yeah, I hope that John Williams comes out of retirement to do the next board game arena anthem.
Yeah.
I could see
If anybody can do it, it's Asmodee, right?
I think so. All right. Well, gentlemen, that was 2 games of Rumble Nation here. The first one with just like the basic stuff. The second one with the Daimyo expansion that comes in the deluxe edition there. So people got a good idea of it. We kind of slow rolled it. We talked out a lot of our turns and the strategery and stuff of it all. So this game can play much quicker. As well, once you know the game as well, both in person and online. So there you go. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming out and jumping into this Dice Tower arena with me. So why don't you join in a nice traditional Dice Tower send off? All right. We're gonna go in alphabetical order, so I'm gonna let you guys figure that out amongst yourselves. Thanks for coming out. My name is Chris Yee.
James.
I'm Jordan.
Keep on rumbling.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you liked this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.